Hello and welcome to the chemistry video lesson. So the chapter that we are starting with today is atomic structure, chapter 4. So today topic is chemical bonding. Okay, what is meant by chemical bonding? Chemical bonds. Chemical compounds are formed by the joining of two or more atoms. Okay, chemical compounds are formed by the joining of two or more atoms. For example, if we take a water molecule, okay, if water molecule having hydrogen and oxygen, okay, so like that, compounds are formed by the joining of two or more atoms. It called chemical. So the attractive force which holds the atoms, ions or molecules together in a chemical compound is called chemical bond. Okay, see students, attractive force. Okay, the attractive force which holds the atoms or ions or molecules together in a chemical compound is called as chemical bond. Okay, so the attractive force is very important for that. And then atoms of an element combine with each other or with the atoms of other element for the uh, following two reasons. Okay, so the atoms of an element combine with each other uh, to other element for the following these two reasons. One is to occur a stable electronic configuration. Okay, to occur a stable electronic configuration. That means if K shell having 2, L shell having 8, M shell having 8 and N shell having 18 or 8. Okay, that is for noble gases, helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon, radon is always stable gas. Okay, because it's having octet of 8 electrons. Okay, so to occur a stable electronic configuration and then to occur a minimum energy and hence attain maximum stability. Okay, or it occur a minimum energy and then it attain a maximum stability. So this is a chemical bond introduction. Okay, and then types of chemical bonds. There are two types of chemical bonds. Okay, one is ionic or covalent bond. Ionic and covalent bond. Ionic we also called as electrovalent bond. Okay, ionic bond are also we called as electrovalent bond. So there are two types of bonds. One is ionic bond or and covalent bond, or electrovalent bond and covalent bond. Okay, and then what is meant by ionic bond? The chemical bond formed by the transfer of electrons transfer of electrons from one atom to another is known as an ionic bond or electrovalent bond. See here, sodium and then chlorine. Okay, this sodium and chlorine react with chemical reaction. Okay, it transfer of electrons. This sodium having totally 11 electrons. Okay, so the outermost electron having only one electron, but this chlorine having in outermost electron having 7 electron. Okay, if it gain one electron, this atom will be stable, and this sodium donate one electron, this atom will be stable. So the chemical bond formed by the transfer of electrons from one atom to another is known as ionic or electrovalent bond. So the transfer of electron takes place in such a way that the ions formed have the stable electron arrangement of an inert gas. Okay, so the inert gas only. So this is a K shell having 2, L shell having 8. So this is a neon type configuration. Okay, because it will be give one electron. Okay, so the transfer of electron takes place in such a way that the ions formed having the stable electron arrangement of an inert gas. Okay, so here sodium also stable, it having octet 8. Here also chlorine having the outermost shell 8. Okay, and then so the ionic bond is called, so because it is a chemical bond between oppositely charged ions. That is very important, because Na plus for NaCl we tell that is Na plus plus Cl minus. Na is positive, Na plus ions, and then chlorine is a negative charge, so it is an oppositely charged ions. So an ionic bond is formed when one of the atoms can donate electrons. Okay, if any one of the atoms can donate electrons to achieve the inert gas electron configuration. So here sodium donate electron, okay, donate the electron to chlorine. So on the other atoms needs electron to achieve the inert gas configuration. This chlorine needed one electron. Okay, okay, so only this atom will be stable now. Okay, so see, so this sodium converted to sodium ion, that is cation, Na plus, plus this chloride we call as anion, Cl minus. Okay, okay, the metal atoms can donate electrons to form stable positive ions or cations. Okay, students, so the metal atoms, if you see the periodic table, 118 elements, so which are the metal atoms? That metal atoms can donate electrons to form stable positive ions, that is cations. On the other hand, non-metal, which are the non-metal in periodic table? So that non-metal atoms need electrons to form stable negative ions, that is we called as anions. Okay, so the metal atoms can donate electrons to form stable positive ions. Non-metal atoms need electrons to form stable negative ions or anions. So thus when a metal reacts with a non-metal, transfer of electron takes place. Okay, so if any metal reacts with non-metal, transfer of electrons takes place from the metal atoms to the non-metal atoms, and then ionic bond is formed. The example is NaCl. Okay, Na is metal and chlorine is non-metal, so the Na reacts with non-metal chlorine, that is transfer of electron takes place from metal atoms to the non-metal atoms. Okay, so only the ionic bond is formed like that. Okay, okay, for example, I'd already say sodium is a metal and chlorine is a non-metal. So when sodium reacts with chlorine to form sodium chloride, see, transfer of electron takes place. Okay, transfer of electron takes place from sodium atoms to chlorine atoms, and an ionic bond is formed. So it is obvious that the ionic bonds are formed between metals and non-metals. Okay, so that the ionic bonds are formed between the metals and non-metals. See, so this is salt, NaCl. So the very important thing is the positive ions and negative ions attract one another. Okay, always the positive ions and negative ions attract one another, so that the strong force of attraction developed between the oppositely charged ions is known as an ionic bond. So what is an ionic bond? The strong force of attraction, because positive ions attract negative ions, so the strong force of attraction developed between the oppositely charged ions is known as ionic bond. What is meant by ionic compound? The compounds containing ionic bonds. If any compounds containing ionic bonds are called as ionic compounds. For example, formation of ionic bond is in sodium chloride. This we call as ionic bond. And then covalent bond. What is meant by covalent bond? The chemical bond formed by the sharing of electrons between two atoms is known as covalent bond. The very important thing is sharing of electrons between two atoms. Sharing of electrons. Okay, if electrons are shared means that is we call as covalent bond. So the chemical bond formed by the sharing of electrons between the two atoms, that is very important. Okay, So the sharing of electron takes place in such a way that each atom in the resulting molecule gets the stable arrangement of an inert gas. Okay, see here 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Here also 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. So this is covalent molecule. Okay, so the sharing of electron takes place in such a way that each atom in the resulting molecule gets the stable electron arrangement of an inert gas. So see the water molecule. So the water molecule is sharing. Okay, sharing is carrying. So oxygen is connected to each hydrogen by a covalent bond. This is also an example. So it should be noted that the atoms share only their outermost electrons in the formation of covalent bonds. Okay, only the atoms share only for the covalent bond the outermost electrons in the formation of only their outermost electrons in the formation of covalent bonds. Okay, so before we give examples to understand the formation of covalent bonds, we should know what type of elements form covalent bonds. So this type is discussed below. See, a covalent bond is formed when both the reacting atoms need electrons to achieve the inert gas electron arrangements. Okay, listen it students. A covalent bond is formed when both the reacting atoms, for example the hydrogen, we call as H2. So that reacting atoms need electrons to achieve the inert gas electron arrangement. Now the non-metals have usually 5,6 or 7 electrons in the outermost shells of their atoms, except carbon which has 4. Okay, carbon which has 4 and hydrogen which has just 1 electron in the outermost shell. So all the non-metal atoms need electrons to achieve the inert gas structure. Keep it in mind students, only the non-metal atoms. Okay, the hydrogen is a non-metal, oxygen is a non-metal, nitrogen, because that is a gas. Okay, like that non-metal atoms need electrons to achieve the inert gas structure. So this is also non-metal. So they get these electrons by mutual sharing. Mutual sharing. So whenever a non-metal combines with another non-metal, this is a metal, this is a non-metal. So this is an example of non-metal combines with another non-metal. Sharing of electron takes place between their atoms and a covalent bond is formed. For example, this is an example. For example, hydrochloric acid. Hmm? Okay, see, hydrogen is a non-metal. Hydrogen is a non-metal and chlorine is also a non-metal. So when hydrogen combines with chlorine to form hydrogen chloride, okay, to form hydrogen chloride HCl. So sharing of electron takes place between hydrogen and chlorine. Okay, here a sharing of electrons takes place between hydrogen and chlorine atoms, and finally covalent bond is formed. Okay, so it should be noted that a covalent bond can also be formed between two atoms of the same non-metal. So it should be noted that a covalent bond can also be formed between two atoms of the same non-metal. For example, two hydrogen atoms combine together by the sharing of electrons to form a hydrogen molecule H, and a covalent bond is formed between the two hydrogen atoms. See here students, two hydrogen atoms combine together by the sharing of electrons, because hydrogen having one electron, here another hydrogen having one electron. So how the covalent bond is formed? Okay, two atoms combine together by the sharing of electrons. It will be shared to this hydrogen, this electron, this outermost electron will be shared to this hydrogen. So the outermost shell filled by K shell having two electron now. So sharing of electrons to form a hydrogen molecule H, and a covalent bond is formed between the two hydrogen atoms. And then from this we conclude that the bond formed between the atoms of the same element is a covalent bond. Okay, so we conclude that the bond formed between the atoms of the same element is called as covalent bond. See here, hydrogen, it will be combined. Okay, it will be filled by two, the valence electron, one, here also one, here also one. So this outermost electron sharing, so the hydrogen molecule will be formed, so this atom will be stable. And then oxygen, see here 2,6, here also 2,6, so the bonding takes place. Here the outermost electron 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, here also 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, so the octet will be completed. And here also the example is the water. See the water molecule, here 1, here 1 electron is outermost, and then it will be sharing, see 1, it will be shared to this hydrogen, this oxygen also shared to this hydrogen. So here the outermost electron will be here 2, here also 2, here 8, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Okay, so that we conclude that the bond formed between the atoms of the same element is a covalent bond. Okay, so these are the example of covalent bond. Thank you so much.